But sorry about that. I was off in TikTok land. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got caught up in a little thing there on TikTok. Um, and a friend of mine sent me a message and said, "You're late, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Oh crap! Oh well, I'm not perfect. I'm the last perfect person they crucified." So yeah, ain't that right, Betty, Betty, Betty? Ain't that right, Betty, Betty? Oh, my little Betty, Betty. Hey, Frankie, how you doing? I was off in TikTok land. uh, oh, goodness sakes. How you doing, little girl? My little girl, Black Betty. Oh, bam, shalam. My little Black Betty. Ma'am, shalam, huh? She's so pretty. You're such a good girl. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Mwah. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Me, I can't complain except, hey, why did all y'all let me believe that today was the 29th yesterday? Because I was all talking about getting parts today and breaker bar and all that today, you know. Tomorrow's payday. uh, Tomorrow's the 29th. Today's the 28th. So, damn it, Jim. I did. I went to check my balance this morning because I was going to, go and order some stuff on the Walmart delivery, and I was going to go to AutoZone and check, about getting a breaker bar and whatnot. So I checked my balance, and it's $3 and some cent, and I'm like, huh? And it says it'll be available after midnight. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. None of you told me. Because I was a day off, Ray. Yep. Hey, y'all, I'm laughing with y'all. Y'all can laugh with me, whatever. Hey, I'm last perfect person that walked the earth. They crucified, so I'm not even going to try to be perfect. I'm going to try my best to do good and right, but can't be perfect. We all got a little sin of some sort here and there. Oh, goodness sakes. I remember. Thing was, I wasn't high. See, that's my problem, I wasn't high. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Damn. I just noticed my LEDs are on. They must have come on when I restarted the generator because I really don't need them on. And of course, none of these. Oh, just as soon as I said it worked. That'd be damn. I was going to say none of these will turn them off, and as soon as I went to say that, it did. Hey, Mr. Doug. What's up, Mr. Doug? So, I'll go and, yeah, even the guy at the AutoZone, didn't clue me in at the 29th. I'm going to have to walk over to AutoZone here in a little bit and say, oh, shucks, I'll be in tomorrow to get them. No, Ray, I haven't. I need a breaker bar. I need a breaker bar. And that's why I said I called this morning to see how much money I had to play with, and I learned that it wasn't the 29th. So I can't take the heads off until I get the breaker bar. Oh, I'm doing well. Well, I got to put head gaskets on my engine. I'm doing as well as I can be for being broke down. Like the other day when the angel, an officer in the form of an angel in the form of an officer, had a tow truck tow me off the highway and didn't charge me. I don't know if you heard any of that. Then I was able to limp it back in town the 4 miles, and we come to the chase. I have blown head gaskets, so I'm in the middle of tearing them down. And see, I can probably get a breaker bar on the Loaner Tool program. I don't know if they have but you still have to have the money and pay for it. And when you return it, you get the money back. So I've got to wait until midnight tonight. And then tomorrow I can get a breaker bar, and first thing in the morning I can crack them heads off. I'm anxious to see them gaskets, the head gaskets. I'm hoping like hell I see voids in the gasket between the cylinder head and the water jacket. I think the good Lord is protecting me. I don't think it's going to be warped. Could be cracked, but I'm going to go with it. We're good. Yeah. So you might say first thing in the morning, Ray, I'm going to go in and either get a Loaner Tool breaker bar or buy a breaker bar. Either way, I'm going to come back out and crack the heads off. And with a little help from the Lord above, lift them off. A younger me could do it. Well, heck, I've done it these a couple times. I took them off that other engine and hauled them around. The ones, but they got hot. I would have had to have them checked out for sure. They got real hot. But yeah. I'm used to picking them up in a way. So, what else? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Oh goodness. I'm hoping that the YouTube channel continues building up. I haven't looked lately to see how close I am to the 1,000 subscribers. I know I haven't hit it yet because I haven't got the notice, but that's cool. I picked up another 300 or 400 followers on TikTok. We've got 500, or I don't know. Is it over 500 yet? Anybody checking the petition today? Mr. Will, Frankie, anybody? Have we got 501? Ah, goodness. I want to get the engine running and get moving on down the street instead of sitting and messing with Walmart and whatnot, and get on with the mission. And I will go file the case and everything, but I'm going to continue on just like I did the first time I sued Walmart. I'll just file a suit, whatever. I'll continue on, and I'll go to the court cases just like I have to in December. 501. Yay! Now watch the trolls say that they were the 501. Which is cool. Oh, well, unfortunately, I can't grow. I'm out traveling, fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail and federal legalization. When I do grow or did grow, I grew whatever seeds I had. The last ones I grew was when Colorado. And man, if I could have waited another 3, 4 weeks, but my family lost their house, and unfortunately, I had to yank the plants. Well, I wasn't going to leave them. I prematurely kind of yanked them and enjoyed the little bit of buds that was on it. Other than that, it's been a lot of years ago that I used to grow. Um, Heck, 2014, I grew some out in Fairburn, South Dakota. Grew a couple plants before that, Florida, you know. So, and you just grew whatever you had, whatever you had bought, you know. The only thing I use on cannabis, period, you got to do it before you grow. Go fishing. Now you can cheat and go buy fish emulsion, which is basically ground up fish in a jug. Real expensive and all. It's a lot cheaper to just go fishing for a day. Get you a couple beers, a couple joints, whatever your pleasure is. Couple buddies, some bait, fishing pole. Catch you a bunch of fish. Who cares what it is? Because it's just, if you're going to grow them in buckets, put an inch or two of dirt, throw a couple of fish, fill it up with dirt. If you're going to do it in the ground, dig you a hole, throw you a couple of fish, fill it up with dirt, and mark it. And 3, 4 months later, whenever you're ready to plant in said soil. Water, watch you grow. Period. That's all one needs. The Native American know the best way to grow, and that's been my best success with any cannabis plant. Any cannabis plant. Back when I first started growing, my trouble was, like most people, root rot from overwatering it. And a lot of people forget it's just a weed. Cannabis is just a weed. That's all it is. Right on. Right on. Well, if you're near a lake, man, you've got your best fertilizer. You know, it's all out there in that lake. Go fishing, and you know, don't be shy. Bury you a couple of really good sized fish or whatnot per plant, and let it set 3 months, 4 months. Hell, it could set a year. It don't matter. Just get your soil done at least 3 months before you want to plant. Let it start, you know, for whatever it fermenting, whatever it is, decomposing and stuff, and going into the soil. Yeah, and if you want, you can always throw like eggshell or coffee grounds around it or something, but you don't have to. Then fish takes care of everything that plant needs other than water. Me personally, I would love to run again into the old guy in Kentucky I met that gave me a little piece of what he called Kentucky bluegrass. I would love to have a clone, a seed, or something of that. Wow. It was good, and if I could grow that, had that strain where I could grow or continue it, that was about the best smoke that I had my whole entire 11-year journey here. He grew it up in the mountains there and called it Kentucky bluegrass. Every bit as good as Jack Herer. And Jack Herer's a #1 strain. But I would put Kentucky bluegrass right there with it. Was his name Junior? I don't think so. I forget his name. I really don't remember the guy's name. This was way back in 2014. It was way back in 2014. And I think I was in a town, Ashland, Asheville, something like that. I know the city hall was across the lake. And it's a pretty good sized little lake in the middle of this area. And the park that I was set and posted at and everything on this side of the lake, you could see on the other side where the city hall and all that was. But yeah, he came, talked about 20 minutes. He probably told me his name and everything. It could have been Junior. I don't know. I don't remember all that. Told me I lived on the mountain. They made moonshine. People don't come on the mountain unless they're invited, or they don't come off and stuff like that. So he's a pretty good old guy. The hater. Hate all you want, me. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. Everyone needs a little Jesus. So I'll pray for you, hater. Like I do all my haters, I pray for them. Well, hey, folks, it's all about nobody belongs in jail for weed, right? So do me a favor, and the people that are in jail a favor. Sign the federal petition. It's raining. I'm not going to go back out in the rain and get my phone wet again. It fritzed out when I was on TikTok. Just go to 420 Jim, 420jim.com. Or you can scan the QR. Or just look up 420 Jim on the internet and look for the button that says petition. Any one of them three ways, it'll pop right up. Please add your name. We've hit the 500. Actually, we got 501. Why don't you become number 502? Get a friend to sign it. That would be really good. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal. And we have a chance to put a voice. There's 500 people behind me in the voice right now, so be 501, 502. Let's get this petition up to 1,000. Then the people will catch on, and we can get her higher and higher. Oh, yeah, Devon, absolutely. Hey, well, look at Jeff Mazansky, the guy that got life without parole for marijuana. He did 22 years in a few months, almost 23 years. And thank the good Lord that Governor Nixon let him out, gave him parole. Do you know what I'm talking about? The guy I'm talking about, the story or anything that? We got anybody from Missouri on here? The reason I ask is because I'm getting ready to do something. Check this out. Doing these repairs and stuff to the Cannebago is going to hurt financially. Me, of course, unless people help. And just like getting AAA and all, you know. I didn't plan on having bad head gaskets. Could even be that I have to get heads, who knows. But I figured that I don't know what would be best, and maybe y'all will tell me, to either try and put it on YouTube and TikTok, or just do it on an eBay auction or something. But I got a one of a kind, and it involves Jeff Mazansky from Missouri. I wished I had something to smoke. I'm in a illegal state right now. But I was talking about Jeff Mazansky, the guy that got life without parole that did 22 years that got out. Well, when he got out, he helped get that law changed where nobody can go to prison 3 strikes you're out in Missouri no more for drugs. And he also helped get cannabis voted in. That's what he did when he got off. But look who signed this. Who signed this? Jeff Mizanskey. Okay. Now there's probably other signs out there that Jeff has signed for people, but this one I'm going to put up for the highest donation that I can get, and I will autograph it too, making it the only one ever that will have Jeff Mizanskey and my signature on it. So if you're into Missouri history and would like to have a piece of Missouri history, this would be for y'all. You know what I mean? Oh, right on. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in a medical-only state. That I was headed to Joplin. I mean, I wanted to be in Joplin yesterday morning so bad that, yeah. And here I am with blown head gaskets. And there's not very many people sharing in this state, which I can understand. And I hear they banned the THCA or something. It is what it is. Now, if I had a running vehicle, or if I had to, it's only 15 miles to the state line dispensary. But, you know, I don't have a vehicle. I'm not going to pay a Uber or nothing to go 15 miles and there and back and whatnot. It would be good to do, but I can't afford that shit. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's why I like to get a lot of my. If I have a choice, I will get the outdoor grow, definitely. Yeah, I don't like this stuff is all hydroponically grown in chemicals. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. 100% on that. Some of the stuff they sell looks better than any weed I used to get back in the day, but it was worse than Mexican dirt weed. Didn't get you higher than that. I mean, I've seen some of the dispensary, you look at it so crystal, it's like, wow, yeah, I'm going to get, and you smoke that whole damn bud and say, damn, I didn't even get stoned on that. Hey, Mr. Cody, yeah, it's enough rain. You're lucky if the bus last 20 minutes. But see, that's what I try to tell people, and there's a few that say I'm crazy and whatnot, but not most of the older ones will argue with me. Our weed was way better back in the 70s. Now, they do have a couple of stronger strains nowadays, but I don't want to take 5 hits and pass out for 5 hours. I want to smoke a joint and be high for the, couple hours like we used to, It was a couple hours later, and then you maybe roll another joint or do a couple of spoons or a bong hit or two. And in between, you had to get something to drink because your teeth glued to your gums and you could not talk. And you absolutely had to get something to eat. Nowadays, very, very, very little of this will give me the munchies. And none of it gives me the cotton mouth. So they took a lot of fun out of smoking pot, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. After the 90s, absolutely, it's been destroyed ever since. Absolutely. Now, not all of it, of course, but But if the trick is getting the old heirloom seeds and stuff, something that has not been genetically modified now, because 90% of all the cannabis and shit has been genetically modified one way or another now. I mean, maybe not that high. You may have some people out in California or this, that, and the other, but then again, maybe they put chemicals on it that genetically modified their plants that they didn't know about. So, yeah. I'd like to have someone find an old film container full of different seeds from back in the 70s and before. I'd love that, man. I'd love it. Back in the day, you'd take the weed that you got and you'd get the handfuls and you'd go out and you'd plant a dozen plants. And if 2 of them were female, you were doing good. 3, you was extremely doing well. And as soon as they showed the sign of the males, you yanked them. But that was a lot of the fun of it too, you know, to find out which one was the males and which was the females. Well, my favorite strain that you can get is Jack Herer. And that's if you get the real Jack Herer. There's a lot of fake out there. If I knew where to get that Kentucky Bluegrass, that would be up there. Those would be my 2 favorites. Those are about 2 of the best that I've had of recent weed. You know, between 90s and now. Now, back in the day, Acapulco Gold was up there and whatnot, but my favorite from back in the day, and that always will be my favorite, was the creep weed. To this day, I remember you'd be here, you'd roll up a joint and fire it up. You and a couple of your buddies be sitting around listening to Freebird, whatever, and you'd smoke it, be talking whatnot. Well, we should roll another one. You know, we can't decide that we're stoned or nothing. Hey, you feel blah, blah, blah. About the time you got the next one clean, and just about the time you're licking the paper, you're like, holy gee, have I ever got a buzz? And you look at everybody else, and they're the same way, you know, because that creep weed back in the day, you could smoke it, and 5, 10 minutes, whatever it was, wham, it'd knock you upside the head. And you'd say, oh, hell no, I don't need to smoke another one right now. I'm stoned. See, I miss that type of weed. Colombian Gold was good, but that creep weed, man, I love the creep weed. Durban poison. What do you mean Durban poison? Is that a strain or something? Oh well, thank you, thank you, thank you. One of my followers gave it to me. See, I travel the United States. I'm a cannabis advocate. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. I would show you the outside of the billboard, my RV, but it's raining outside and oh, hang on. I can pull it up and show it to you. Hang on. I forgot. This is the age of electronics. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, so make sure you sign the petition at 420jim.com. That's 420jim.com. And let's see. I was trying to that picture of my old RV. Here, I'll show you this. They were going to do a movie about me in 2019, Atlantic East Motion Pictures in Richmond, Virginia, but we didn't get the money up to do it. Otherwise, the movie would have been done. This is a trailer they did about the movie. Okay, so I'll show you this. Oh, to this day from 1937 as a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value. I want them to go kick in the doors in Colorado. The doctors selling phony prescriptions and the state stores selling the phony medical drugs.
Our veterans are dying every day, and this can definitely help.
While this movie is on, you may not realize that hemp was the most important product in America and in the world for thousands of years. All commerce was carried by hempen sails. Indeed, the word canvas, as you'll see in the movie, comes from the Arabic word and the Dutch word for hemp, which is canvas. Canvas is the Dutch pronunciation of cannabis.
But did you come out and tell with law enforcement? I put them on audio video. Anyhow, that was the old RV, the one that burnt.
These glasses are not a toy. Nope.
It wasn't, I wanted to show you the RV. That was the whole point, but sorry about that. But go to 420gym.com and sign the petition. Right on, right on. Hey, and like I say, none of this is about me. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. If you was to go and, okay, I've been doing this since 2014. I had a different RV, and March 1st of 2014, I started the mission. And it was in a different RV, and of course I looked a little bit younger. But the first news story ever done about me was April 20th of 2014, and Atlantic East Mission Pictures made another trailer out of the news. Well, I started this on March 1st at the Farmington Flea Market.
One man, one dog, one motorhome with one mission.
Travel through the United States all the way to Washington, D.C. by December and gather as many signatures as I can on a petition to federally legalize marijuana.
He calls it the 420 Gym Dream.
I literally woke up a month and a half ago and said somebody's got to do this. And I took all my decals off, or most of them off, and started this mission.
And already racking up the miles and thousands of signatures.
I've been to Gallup, I've been down to Flagstaff, I've been to Winslow, Kingman, to Vegas, up to Boulder City, Utah, and lots of stops in between.
So what's his reasoning?
If my 6 grandkids can grow up and fight for their country and die at 18, or they can buy a pack of Marlboro, let's say, or cigarettes, whatever brand, they should be able to buy a pack of doobies instead, a lot more healthier. Hopefully they don't do either.
He also believes in the medical aspects.
Totally. The medical factor they're just figuring out. You know, you could take strains of this for seizures and strains for glaucoma.
And there are more, but you'll need to check those out on his Facebook page. Yup, 420 Gym is on Facebook at Jack-Apu.
Go green, there's no better ways. Fields of hemps again, like back in Washington days. Brilliant. So, but they are lots and lots and lots of stories. Some of them are true, some of them are not. One of my favorite headlines, they left out the part that you can't spell pharmacy without harm. But if you went on YouTube and do a search, you'd find out different see ones just like that. And that's just under a 420 Jim search. I had to set AI straight the other day. I was on Google AI, and it was talking about 420 Jim, and it said I declared my mission a success or whatever in 2020 because of Biden. That was the stupidest thing I've ever. And they say AI is smart. I say AI is a dumbass. That's the stupidest thing they could ever said about me. The very stupidest. I've got a screenshot where they apologized and said they corrected it, or the AI did. I'm like, but it still says it on the internet, you know. But be careful what you read and trust and everything on the internet, because it's never always true. Never always true. Well, oh, hang on. Now I'm seeing messages I didn't see earlier, so. Well, you're all right. You're very welcome. I've been doing it since March 1st of 2014. There's news story from coast to coast. I've been California to Maine. I held the first cannabis event ever done on your religious rights at Mount Rushmore, and I did a march the last year that Obama was in office. I'd like to do another march this year on DC, but I want everybody to sign the petition. Show me you want me to go and do the march. You know, I just now got over just right at 500. I need 500,000. Sign the petition today at 420gym.com or share that. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and it needs to be federally legal. And if you believe in that, please sign and share the petition. You don't have to donate to it. That don't do anything that I know of. Right below it, it says no thanks, I'd rather share. I'd rather know that you signed it and shared it than you signed it and paid them to share it, because I don't know what they do. No. The government's got their fingers all in the profits as it is. No. The government is trying to keep it illegal and stuff like that so they can keep their prisons full and stuff. They're trying to keep it in a narcotic because of gun control and stuff. Come on now. There's no narcotic in cannabis. Never has been and never will be until they put one in it, if they do. Which, I don't know. They used to spray it with paraquat. So I don't trust what the government's going to do. Look how many years they've lied. Class 1 narcotic, no medical value, but for 10 years they've let states sell medical cards. And not only that, how come they own the medical patent to it? Yeah. Research the medical patent. Why, if it has no medical value as a class 1, does the government own the medical patent since then? Yeah. A lot of lying going on about cannabis. And a lot of politicians still covering up the lies, including Mr. Trump. Hi, Rebecca. Hey, right on. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's marked for the U.S., but I don't know. Your gummies kicking in? Right on. I don't have gummies or nothing to kick in. Yeah, there you go. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your kind words there. uh, Had to look on the cameras. I thought I heard somebody laugh. Yeah, well, I'm currently in Bentonville, Arkansas, fixing the Cannebago, putting head gaskets on it. Hopefully by Monday I'll be up and running. Could be before, good Lord willing. If I get her up and running and there's no problems with the actual heads, I should be in Joplin Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'll probably only be in Joplin 1-2 days tops, and then I'm headed to Wichita, Kansas. Now, I may be in Wichita, Kansas for a month, because I'm filing a small claims suit or finding a big regular attorney, either. But I plan on going there and staying at a friend's for about a month and getting my cataract surgery done on my eye and stuff. So, and then after that, head to Florida. Arkansas is medical state only. Yeah, Arkansas is only medical, and I think they banned all the THCA and stuff. But see, there's a difference between 0.3 hemp flower and THCA. All pot's THCA. And for all the people that enjoyed the hemp flower and all your local stores having it and stuff, the ones that ruined that for y'all are the ones that, they didn't do nothing wrong. They were selling regular pot and they were telling the truth. It was THCA. Absolutely. Now, I'm sure it was above the 0.3 because nobody tested it. They sold it as 0.3 or less. But anyhow, that's how all that come about. Alabama, all this crap, outlawing this, that, and the other. The Delta Mall, it's because of them selling the THCA. Absolutely, because it's 0.3 hemp flower. It don't have but 0.3 or less. See, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, thank you. Hey, God bless you back. Thank you for signing and sharing. But really appreciate you. Thank you. No, I don't. I have I guess a supplement that takes care of it. Like my right eye, I had a detached retina a year and a half ago, and I had 3 surgeries done on that, and they paid for all that, and they're supposed to take care of. I need surgery for cataracts now, but thankfully, I mean, I paid into it all my life. You know, it's not like they're giving me a damn thing for free. I paid into Medicaid, Medicare, and retirement and all that all my life, thousands of dollars. So they're just paying me back what is already mine, you know what I mean? So no, our government's not giving me a damn thing. Now, if I wasn't 67 almost or whatever, and, you know, younger and whatnot, yeah, I guess you could say they was giving it to me or helping me, but me, once you hit what should be 50, not 65 or older, you deserve getting back what you paid in. You'll never get it all back. But hell, life expectancy is 73 years old now for a male. That means at what, 37, half your life is gone? People don't even realize that. And they want to move retirement up into the 70s and shit? Yeah. Why can't we learn and work half our life and then live the other half? If you put retirement at 50, that's still way above, half of the age that people live to. Because the average age is 73, 76 at the most for men. So if you're giving it to them at 50, they're only going to get for 20, 25 years out of their life before they're going to die. So, yeah, it's stupid wanting to raise the Social Security and all that crap. But one fight at a time. Hi, Chuckle Towery. How we doing? Ugh. Me, I'm doing just fine. The good Lord let me wake up and has given me so many blessings. I'd be in a world of hurt without the good Lord's blessings He's been giving me this week. I'd be in a world of hurt. I come close to losing everything I owned just the other day, day before yesterday. Now that happened before, back in 2017, due to a fire. I lost everything I owned, the motorhome, everything I owned except my dog and the clothes on my back. A Vietnam vet pretty much donated this one, and I built it up since. Well, I hope your day gets better, brother. Hey, did you see what I'm getting ready? Did you see what I'm getting ready to get rid of? I'm getting ready to get rid of a one-of-a-kind piece of Missouri history. I'm getting ready to auction off or sell out, whatever you want to say, highest donation or whatever, to help pay for my breakdown and everything. And to me, it will mean more to somebody in Missouri than anywhere else. No, I don't deserve the world. Nope. I deserve the forgiveness I asked for, and to be with my Heavenly Father. That's all I deserve. My rewards, they're not of this planet. They're not of Earth. My heavenly rewards is going to come from my Father. And I don't have to worry about my next life, my next term, whatever, when I get rid of this body and my spirit goes on. Because I believe in good and evil. And good will go to good, and evil will go to evil. Just like I don't see color, I don't see race. People will argue whether the world's round or flat. Who cares if it's a rectangle or a pyramid? Who really cares? It don't change the fact that it's planet Earth, and we all live here and should respect Mother Nature and planet Earth. Who cares if a person's white, red, yellow, Japanese, Russian, whatever? Don't we all come in the world naked and nothing and bleed red and leave naked and nothing? Aren't we all on that one journey only? The first breath of life you take, your journey is death. So, people need to smoke a joint, sit back and think about that shit. Because if you see anything other than human beings on planet Earth, and if we just respected the earth and each other, man, there's your Garden of Eden and everything. Right there's your heaven right there. No hate, wanting to help one another, solve problems together, the whole 9 yards. Well, thank you. Thank you. People are taught everything they know. You, me, all of us. I can prove that. Check this out. If you were born and immediately put you in a chamber and you had no contact with humans or anyone, your meals were there and whatever, but you had no contact with anyone. And today, we open that door and let you out, what would you know? Fair question, right? What would you know? I would say, I wouldn't know nothing. Hadn't had no school, no this, that, and the other, know nothing. So I tell people, step out of the box today. Because people are going to tell you the earth is round, people are going to tell you it's flat, da-da-da. Who cares? We're still on planet Earth. I care about Russia. I care about Palestine. I care about Antarctica. I care about each and every continent. I care about every inch of the planet Earth, no matter the shape. It's what I live and what my kids and my grandkids and stuff to live, and it's here to take care of. And my neighbors, as long as they have peace and love for me, I'll have peace and love for them, but it's only right to defend your property and whatnot, and that's why everything in the Bible under the 10 Commandments is the golden rule. You don't want to be lied to, cheated on, this, that, and the other, so don't do it to no one else. There's your religion right there. Other than keeping the Sabbath holy, the rest of the commandments is covered pretty much by the golden rule in one way or another. So, as soon as people realize that we're simply human beings, you're going to come out of that box and who cares? Triangle, whatever, planet Earth, respect everybody that lives on Earth. All these other people you see, I'm sure in the very beginning, if they wasn't hate or nothing in people's hearts and stuff and whatnot, it was pretty good. But, this is the devil's planet. The devil has control of Earth right now and has had. So, yeah. People, they like, oh, God turned his back on me. I'm such a good, devoted Christian, this, that, and the other. The demons don't come after the bad people. The demons come after the lost people and the people that are getting closer and closer to God because they want to get you back away from your spiritual, the Creator. So there's only so many demons. There's a bunch, but there's only so many. We outnumber all the demons. But if someone's already doing bad and stuff, they don't have to even worry about them. They got to come after us, and that's where we have different tragedies and this, that, and the other and whatnot. It's not our Creator that puts us through them. And most of the time, we put ourselves through them. We just don't realize it. But, hey, that's just my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It don't cost nothing to subscribe to the channel. If you hit the bell, as they call it, that turns on the notifications. I'd love it if anybody likes, shares, or comments. Any one of those help the channel out, and I'd like to get it to grow. Not to make money, but to get this petition out there and going. I really appreciate it, especially the guy here today. Said, hey, I'm 502. I just signed it. That's so cool. I'd love to see someone else. Hey, I was 503 and signed it, That's cool. Because it's a long, hard fight, especially that first 1,000 people. And anybody that's on the petition and whatnot, if you're that first 5,000, you're the ones that done it, that built it and put it together. But it boils down to the first 1,000 people. Because this particular site, change.org, it really don't push petitions and put it in the algorithm and stuff until it hits 1,000 signatures. You know, people got to show an interest in it before these sites start to push it and this, that, and the other. They're going to push it hard once it hits 1,000 because they want people to donate to it, so they make their money at that site. You see what I'm saying? Once it hits 1,000 people, they say, oh, wow, people are interested in this petition, and they will start pushing it. And more people will probably donate to it. People that I've never even talked to or nothing, which I'm not saying is bad. And if they want to think that they donated to me, that's cool too, long as the petition builds. That's what we need. We need the petition to build, and I need y'all's help to do it. Please sign the petition and share it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here. I'd appreciate that. Turn on the notifications. Because when I get the heads back on and start traveling again here shortly, you never know where I'm going to be, or maybe I get pulled over, or just want to say, hey, this happened. Like day before yesterday, for those that didn't know, when I broke down, which is basically why I know I have head problems now. I was headed out of town towards Joplin, and I missed my turn. Otherwise, I'd been up probably on the interstate already and at pretty good speed and whatnot. And so I had to go kind of around a little bit, and there was a little bit of an incline, this, that, and the other. Long story short, in the middle of a curb, I had to pull over and the engine died. And now I'm thinking, oh, geez, you know, Labor Day weekend, my check won't come until the 29th, you know, all this crap, you know, cops can tow me, you know, what am I going to do? Wish someone would pull over and ask me what's wrong. You know, I could have made a good argument for a few hours, but that's about it. It was within 10 minutes of me breaking down that 2 officers pull up. Now, I thought I was still in Bentonville. But I had just got out of Bentonville and might have been in Chesterfield. Don't hold me to it. That might be wrong. I'm not sure. Centerville or something like that. And I almost let it get to me at first. The one officer, he's really nice, this, that, and the other. The second officer, he said something that kind of set me off a little bit. And I'm glad I didn't go off like sometimes I do and whatnot, and the other officer's like, no, that's not what he's saying, whatever. I mean, the whole thing's on video. And once I realized that they were trying to actually figure out something to help me, instead of, because I told them, okay, if that's your attitude, just go ahead and do what you're going to do right now, is kind of what I snapped back at him, the second officer. And then the first officer, he's like, no, we're trying to this, that, and the other. And we started getting talking and everything. And he got a good chuckle out of my name being 420 Jim. And he says, let me make a call and see about getting a tow truck and this, that, and the other. And, you know, 'cause I just wanted a couple of hours or, you know, whatever. Maybe someone could pull me off the highway, you know, where I could figure something out. It's basically what I wanted. A little time to yell out on the internet and all. He comes back a couple minutes later to me and the other officer, and he's like, how good did the officers treat you? And I told him the truth. I says, well, you know, it depends where I'm at. I've had lots of good officers treat me really good on this journey and across the thing. A lot more good than bad ones, you know, so really good. But yeah, sounds like you got something good. And he said, yeah, Benfield Towing is going to come out here, and they're going to hook you up, and they're going to take you down about a mile to this parking area that you're going to be good there for a few days, you know, and he's not going to charge you nothing. And I about fell over, you know. That was the good Lord that sent me an angel there and that officer, both of them. And that was just so cool. I gave him one of my little figurines, and he put it right here on his uniform. So, you know, good Lord took care of me. And sure enough, the tow truck came and hooked me up. That was a $300 tow, easy. real easy, a $300 tow that the Bentonville Tow Company threw in. And I mean, you just, wow. You do good, the blessings do come back to you. They do. Me ignoring my idiot trolls that make the lies and videos and stuff about me has been the best thing I've ever done. I get these blessings all the time, and you can't tell me that wasn't the good Lord looking out for me and blessing me. For an officer to come to Potvin, and I'm in their town, in a state that is basically illegal and all, and his first thought is to help me out. I must be missing some. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. Because it was the other one. Hang on. Sorry, I didn't see all these messages. There you go. It's good. You can plant it in your garden. Only 34. That's not a bad age. No, I never really played sports when I was young. I was out on the fishing boats. I was out playing on the boats, playing with rod and reels and fish. I don't know if you can sign from Holland or the Netherlands, tell you the truth. Oh, wow, I'm only 3 people from YouTube to hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Wow, thank you, Frankie. Anyhow, on my other 2 accounts, hey. Oh, thank you, 100,000. Thank you. No, I don't know who that is. Hey, Frankie, booyah, thank you. Thank you for telling me my message filter was off. Hey, thank you. I love everybody back. Thank you. So, yeah, anyhow, I couldn't believe that the good Lord took care of me like that. I mean, it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me, but the blessings you get. So, I guess never give up. Never give up. Well, anybody, you know, if anybody wanted to help financially, I have a Cash App. You know, unless you're in Bentonville, Arkansas, there's nothing that no one can do, but I do have a Cash App that I can, you know, put on the, I've got a QR on the side of the RV for a Cash App, just like I do the petition. I don't have them like this, because these I hand out. The one I have on the RV, I don't hand out. That's just in case somebody wants to donate. But here's something that I'm thinking about doing. There's only one of these in the world. There's a guy named Jeb Mazansky. There's a guy named Jeb Mazansky that was in Sedalia, Missouri, and he got life without parole. He did almost 23 years. He got released from prison, yada yada. He helped get it legalized and everything. Well, I got one of his signs, because we used to get together, and he'd do his state thing while I did my federal thing. Not only have I got one of his signs, he signed it for me that day. And I'll sign it. This is the only sign like this ever that will be. And especially for somebody living in Missouri, this is a piece of Missouri history. So I don't know whether to put it on, just keep it here on YouTube, you know, like a highest bid, or sell it on eBay, or, does anybody have any suggestions what they'd like to do? Maybe I just put on TikTok and do it, or TikTok and YouTube. But the money donated, the highest donation for this sign, everything will go to the mission. Getting the heads put back on the RV, the tune-up, if whatever, fuel, whatever, it will all go to the mission. Whatever I make, off of that sign. Hopefully it'd bring a little, maybe enough to cover the head gaskets or something. But that's where I'm at on tearing it down right now. Hurry, because I don't have a breaker bar to do the head bolts, and tomorrow is when the check comes where I can buy the parts, not today. I was a day off. But hey, I'm a day ahead of the program, right? But here, just in case somebody wanted to see if it's not raining, let me show you the vehicle and the QR for my Cash App, just in case somebody wants to help. I give you the 1987 Winnebago Aladdin, named the Kennebago. First and foremost, the QR about the petition. And then anybody that'd like to help with a little gas or auto parts or anything like that, that's my QR for my Cash App. Woohoo! Ah. Whew. And that be that. Hey, Will, Frankie, what do y'all think about the sign? Should I put it on eBay? Should I put it up for donate? Any ideas on that? Now, what should I do with it? I mean, I know it's not going to bring thousands of dollars, but I'm sure there's someone who's going to like to have that, not just because of me. There's a lot of Jeb Mazansky fans, and that's a big thing for Missouri. Him doing the petition and all. That's more about Jeff than me. Oh, I know who I'm going to call and offer it to. I know exactly who I'm going to call and offer it to. I probably should do this in the beginning anyway. I should call and offer it to Puzzle Pieces. Well, it's wet as hell outside. Damn, potato chips, they're good. Well, my friends, it's about that time. About time for me to get out of here. Yeah, he was. I don't know what it is, Frankie. 4 gems, 2 or so. I really don't know. That's why I showed him the Cash App QR. He asked if it's in my bio, and no, it's not. But I did show the QR. If you know what it is and want to put it up there, that'd be good. The trolls have reported it and stuff. The trolls have reported it and stuff, you know, with their lies. And I've had a couple of people tell me it comes up saying that it might be a scam. Oh, well, thank you for taking some dabs in my honor. I think it's 420 JIMS, if I'm not mistaken. We can settle this debate. I can settle this debate. Maybe. Give me a minute. Yep. Oh. 420 JIMS. Yay. I was right. I'm whopping $4 on my account. And I got 3 on my government. So I got $7 to my name. Damn it. Almost enough for a pizza. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That does sound halfway decent. Little Caesar's cheese pizza. I got some quarters. I got some quarters. Ugh. Oh, goodness sakes. I need to go buy AutoZone and say, oh man, sorry, tomorrow's when we get paid. I was a day off there. He probably knows. Just figured I was a stoner or something. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking today was the 29th. I just don't know. But hey, it worked out. And that's what counts, right? Well, any last questions, comments, or concerns? If not, I'm going to get out of here. Ye be warned. Hey, thank you. Much love back. Much love back. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm getting ready to go. Hey, I'm back here at 7 p.m. tonight, Mountain Standard Time. It's 1:30 here now, so yeah. And I'm back tomorrow at noon also, Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining me, folks. Please subscribe. Please turn on the notifications, and that way you know when I go live. Thank you so much, everyone. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. And if we try, folks, we can all get along. My dogs love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Hope to see y'all back here at 7 p.m. Peace out.